Side.
Hi guys, I'm DC,
I'm Mark
and we are Me, Maz, Marauders.
Marauders.
All
All
right, what's
right.
going on, dude?
What's going on, man?
Um,
Yeah. So we were just reading a couple chapters last night.
yeah, that was the first time.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time. It's a good time. And then we noticed a pattern
Yeah, with
with the chapters that
the double letters
double letters exactly.
at the beginning of the words. Yeah, and then we thought that might work with something else.
Thought possibly that might work with directions almost a little bit.
Yeah. So there's like two things I guess I really want to talk about today. I don't think it's going to be a very long video, but I think I'd like to talk about the letters at the beginning of the chapters that you were checking out, and then I want to make some predictions on what states JP is
That's
going to
right.
eliminate for the
Right.
Seekers Summit at the end of the month.
That's right.
So, 1 to 2 states. Okay, so anyways, yeah, earlier while I was working, we were talking. Um, we were thinking about. Oh no, that was this morning. We were thinking about letters at
Wyoming.
the beginning of every chapter.
Right. Yep.
And maybe that could be part of the cipher, or maybe it's like a word scramble.
Yeah,
So
I was thinking something like along the lines like a mnemonic, one of those mnemonic ciphers, kind of, or like a code
yeah,
type
yeah.
of deal.
What'd you
But
get? Yeah, let's hear it.
the letters really didn't say a whole lot for like a code wise. They more so made a reference to a gem at the sea with some salt, basically, in short layman's terms. Multiple different scenarios of this. I mean, it really you could take that and turn it into the walking path that you're walking down, and you know what I mean, that could be your gem. It's going to be your treasure or particular locations going down the pathway. Those letters could also resemble particular directions, whether it's to start, stop, turn, go back, forward, move. Um, you know, like that's the other option too that they work, because it's all supposed to coincide with each other.
Yeah, and I guess that could like. So what do you mean like directions? Like as long as you have a starting point, that works out. Like 'cause a lot of those letters were. I saw a lot
Like,
of I's, J's.
yep. So there was a lot of like, there was, to be approximate, there's about 80 different letters, and then there was about 30 different groups, and it was multiple A's, I's, L's, some T's in there, a couple J's, W's, various different letters. As in like direction wise, like your S's could be stop or seek, or start. So if you have a start point, you could get to that point and you could start moving forward. You hit a letter M maybe, and that just means that you keep moving forward or you move. You could come to a T, a certain section at a T, and maybe it says turn. And that's where maybe you got to look, and then you have an S, and you could actually seek. Your S could be more like a seek, so maybe you're in one spot and you're seeking a particular scenario, like Ursula East. You know what I mean? Something like that. Maybe you're looking in like more of a direction wise.
Yeah, dude, that sounds complicated. I hope that's not it. that's that's a lot of work. Um, did it did it make any phrases? Did you run it through like a word scrambler thing?
So it did make some phrases. It was a gem at the sea. There is a gem. Was one of them. Salt was one of
Wait,
them.
no. There was a phrase that said, "At the sea there is a gem."
Yes. And then
Hold
there
on, how
was,
many? Fuck, do you? Oh, there's a swear. Whatever. Do you know how many letters it was? Oh, you know what? We can figure that out by the Posey book. Hold up.
yeah, because it was like at the sea there is a gem.
We got to write these down. So
I do have them all stored.
there's 48 chapters.
Yeah.
plus the dedication, prologue, introduction, and acknowledgments. And those all have. Oh no, the dedication doesn't. Contents don't.
Just the
Prologue,
chapters.
prologue has it, and the introduction has it. Okay, so 2 extra letters. So
Yeah.
that's funny. 50, like the 50 states in the USA.
Right. 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 Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
that's interesting.
But yeah, it. So all those
Did I
letters
say
are
48
referring
chapters?
to a gem, sea, and salt.
So how many letters is that? That's what I was wondering. Did that use all the letters? Because that if that came out and it used all the letters, that's I mean everything in my body wants to say it's a clue.
So the next step is to decipher the poem,
Yeah. Well, at that step, um,
because I think that those two are going to coincide with each other a lot.
what the directions?
I think the directions and the poem are going to coincide with each other, and they're gonna work hand in hand. And you're going to be,
Oh, all these letters.
yeah.
ST. Oh
But
man,
you got to figure out what mnemonic reference they're referring to or code they're referring to. Whether
it could
it's
be. It could be. I really hope that's not it, man. Because it's just so many other things like north, south,
right.
east, west. I can manage, but if you start saying duck, bend, turn,
Well,
you know,
yes, but I mean, that's just like the basic kind of way to look at them, to understand them. That a W could mean that you're going in the western direction. An E could be eastern direction, west east. You know what I mean? Like,
right. But then that's when you get the J's and the
right, exactly.
P's. That's a problem for me there. But maybe does it spell what other?
Because
We should have had you write down those phrases. Everything in
yeah,
that.
I should have wrote them down. I was kind of just briefly, I was doing it real quick or whatever, and before
Can
coming
you
on.
look it up right now while you're on this?
Um, it would.
Doesn't
I think
matter,
it would.
dude. I can delete any of the stuff we don't have. And can you make phrases? Can you make it look up phrases?
See, yeah, we can make you look up phrases. I noticed a lot of them. So the letters, they do strongly support words like all, last, salt, sea, tail, steel, metal, west, etc. And the anagrams.
So we'd have to go through and use the letters ourselves and see how many
Right.
we have.
Okay.
Uh,
So here's a sentence anagram. All the gems sit as a small sea. All small gems rest at the sea.
all the
Salts.
gems sit as a small C. Okay, hold on. ALL, that's three. That's three. Gems,
That's
that's
4.
four. So that's 10. We gotta get.
Sit
All right, 13. Go ahead.
as
15,
a
16.
small. Yep.
One.
C. Yep. That's
24.
one of them. No, there's more.
Yeah, but we want to get 48 or 50 letters used. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All metal gems sat at sea. A small tail was lost at sea. All sea tails amaze us. Salt seals all the gems. All gems steal the last sea.
You know what? That's cool though. We got some good research
In
on that.
almost all components needed to.
We won't figure that out yet, but
There's a lost gem.
we'll have to sit there and take all those words and then eliminate all the letters that we used and see if we can make some
Yeah.
words out of it and phrases. That'd be interesting. Plus, I don't know if that's a cipher. That's more of like a word scramble.
All gems at sea was pretty popular in general.
Yeah. Yeah, just
It was very intriguing. Your phrase hidden inside. Let's see here, and then let's see here. Rearranging. All that glows is a small silent gem at sea.
man, if it uses that, all ALL, that
That glows
7 glows is GLOWS. That's 5. That's 12. All right.
is
Is
a small
14, 15, Small is another 5, right? SMALL. 20. Yeah.
Silent gem at sea.
SILENT. That's 6. Gem.
Gem
So that makes this is 29.
at sea.
80, 31. SEA. That's still not there. 34. Not bad. It's closer.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if we're using the same letters up, or that's what we'll have to do. That's fine though. That's good stuff. We'll we'll,
So,
we'll put a pin in that, and we'll come
all
back.
right. So to give you exact, there's 7 A's, 4 S's, and I wasn't sure if your L's were I's or your I's were L's.
All L's were capital. That's why I use
All
capital. So if you saw an L, it was going to be a capital L. If you did
okay.
see, if it wasn't an L, it should have been an I.
Okay. So then it's all L's. So then you might as well add. So there's 5 L's, 3 T's, 2 E's, 2 G's, 2 M's, 1 O, 1 W, 1 H, 1 J, 1 B.
How many I's?
1 I, yeah,
No,
1
no,
I.
there's got to be more than one. All the I's are capital. All the L's will actually look like L. So,
Oh, okay, never mind. So there was actually only 1 L I'm seeing, because your L was capital on here on the
yeah,
list.
yeah. All the other ones
Okay.
are actually
All
I.
right, so switch that around. 1 L
Gotcha. 5 I's.
and 5 I's.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. Well, we'll sit down and work that out later.
Because it
Uh,
came up with age, ago, aim, ale, ace, ale, all, ash, bag, bat, bag, bet,
all right.
big, bit, bog, eel, gem, gel, get, hag, ham. Basic 3 letters. Let's see what the 6 plus letter words. Metals, stem, almost, lamest, latest, smelt, tamel, omelet, and salt ale.
It's a lot of letters. It's almost so many combinations. It's disheartening. like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
I know. I
Um,
know. So it wasn't. I mean, it was a little helpful.
yeah, well, it's food for
Well,
thought,
I would
and you
say
know,
actually
when we
probably
got
could
some
do this
time.
too.
But now it almost makes me sit there like there's so many different freaking combinations. Could it actually be the cipher clue?
Mm-hmm. I bet.
Whatever. You know, a lot of the times, a lot of these questions in my mind, like, or paths I take, I just, is also like a question is that path worth taking? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, if I think a clue is more than one step off what the clue is it really a clue? I
Right.
have to go like 2 iterations to get my clue to work, and I have to alter 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think it's a clue, but
Right. To coincide with each other. That's the big thing. Is it's supposed to coincide. So that's why I'm wondering, really, like, if you break the
can
poem.
you check that out? Like, so, wow. I wonder how many words that spell like east, west, out of all those letters, north and south.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, how would you know which order it would go in? See, we're already going off on a tail. I'm not wasting time there.
But that that's where that's where you know your starting point. When you know your starting point, then you can use those directions, because then you're gonna know exactly what you're looking for along the way.
You could, but what I'm trying to say is that if those directions don't have like which one's first,
Mm-hmm.
and how we're gonna get an order from that, you know, I'm just saying.
Right, right.
It's seeming like a path that I don't want to spend too much time on. I will think about it, but I don't think I'm going to go too crazy down that path. Even though
Yep.
I was pretty excited when I thought about finding all those letters. But I mean, if something came up with and used all 48 or 50 letters, including the introduction and stuff, if we had something that came up and used all that, it didn't repeat the letters, like it just knocked off every single letter we had,
Mm-hmm.
the 5 I's, the 1 L, and if it came up with that, whew, I would think that was definitely a clue. But
Mm-hmm.
whatever. All right, so let's do the other thing I want to talk about because I really want to talk about the Seeker Summit, which I'm not going to. It's far away, uh, but I want to talk about Justin Posey eliminating a state
I
or
know,
two states if they hit the record.
right?
If they hit I forget. There's some sort of Guinness Book of World Record.
They've got to hit 1,500. If they hit 1,500, then he's given it away a state because the record is 1,384.
Really, and if he hits 1,500, it gives away an extra state.
Yep.
Okay, so
So all they have to do is hit 1,385 people, and they broke the record.
I think they'll do it. Do you think they'll do it?
Oh, I think they will. I think they will.
I hope they do.
I think they will. I think they will. I don't think they'll have a problem. No, let's see here. So which state do you think?
Well, I think, yeah, let's go state for state. I like that. I think I'm going to take an easy one. I think it's an easy one, is Alaska. Because that's, I think that's even almost, I think that kind of takes it out. I'm not sure. He said something on the website, I think, or in his past interviews about how far he drove. And I think if you went to Alaska, round trip, I think that was too far. But besides that, if it's in Alaska, I'm out anyways. I'm not going to survive in the woods up there.
So I was kind of thinking about that a little bit earlier today, even when we first talked about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked, and Wyoming, I think, would be a pretty good one. There's also like Utah. I mean, I really want to go as far as to say Montana.
Really?
Yeah, and I say
Really?
Montana
You're going to piss
because
off so many people.
I know, because if I'm right and it's Montana, like then like my assumption is even better. You know what I mean? The assumption that we have is even better.
Yeah, man, I sure hope he doesn't eliminate our state.
Yeah,
That
but
would change our approach a wee bit.
that would actually narrow a lot down though,
All right.
because
Well, I
then
think mine.
that's gonna change my whole direction of exactly where I think we should go.
Yeah.
And
Well,
because I think the way is you got to figure out who this person is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to figure out who the person is who hid the treasure. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you got to kind of
We
figure
should
out.
totally do an episode on getting into Justin Posey's head. Like how he thinks. That's definitely, we should do a whole episode on that. Getting into the mind of the demented treasure hunters.
Well,
They're not demented. I'm pretty excited. Honestly, this hunt I have before this book, I the only other book I've ever read since freaking college was the code book.
oh, the electrical code book.
Yeah, the construction code book, the supervisor code book, all that.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah, okay. So you guys got a supervisor code book too, huh?
well, I had like 7 books I had to read. It was stupid. I
Yeah.
didn't read the whole thing. I just had to know how to get through them, honestly.
Yeah. Same here. That's pretty much like my big thing with electrical school was the fact that like I don't want to get into the field after I'm done with school and then have to take school all over again, because it just doesn't make any sense to invest so much money and then have to do it all over again because I didn't get my hours and get to sit down for my test. So I was talking to a kid in class, and I say a kid because well he's my age, but anyways he was saying that the only thing that you actually have to maintain and worry about after you graduate school is your code class for us. So I got to keep on that for every 3 years. Every 3 years I retake a code course. And it's if I stay on top of it, I don't let my license, I don't let the code course expire. I
Yeah,
only got
so
to
you're gonna
do a
do it
50.
again. It sucks.
Right, I only got to do a 15-hour refresher code course versus a 45-hour whole week course. So if I can catch it before, any time in that while I'm getting my hours, I only have to take the code course for the 15 hours versus taking it for the 45. And that's the only thing that I got to maintain from going to graduating school. So that kind of takes a little stress off of that aspect of it.
Dude, I got to do, I think it's 12 hours every 3 years or something like that.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I gotta. I really. I know. I gotta figure out. I'm kind of waiting for springtime, I think, too, because I need to either find an electrician company that'll take on part time and then move on to full time, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Figure I might borrow my neighbor's truck and start doing some lawn care business during the weekdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay. All right, let's get back focused. Um, oh, yeah, states. Second state. Um, I think they're going to eliminate Wyoming
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
because Jack Stoof already said he found Forrest Fenn's treasure in Wyoming. And down, all the way down to my bones, I truly believe that Justin Posey would not hide it in the same state. So I think he's going to eliminate Wyoming. But I could be very, very wrong. What do you think?
Um, I think he's gonna go as far as Utah. I think he's gonna take Utah out of it.
Wow. Just blasting up the center territory.
Yeah. And the reason why I say is because then that'll narrow it down a little more for people, and for everybody else. But I don't think he didn't really spend any of his time in Utah. Granted, I mean he did, but I mean like I don't think he spent enough time to really build any true memories in there or anything like that, or really much to remember.
Yeah,
Like I think he did in a lot of the other states,
that's true. Like in Montana,
possibly,
it's the other state
possibly.
you're having them eliminate. Dude, you're having them chop up the whole hunt. But I don't think Utah's a bad choice. I think you're right. I don't think he's got a lot of connection to Utah stuff. But I mean, I definitely seen a lot of people's hunts or starting points go to Utah. But you're
Yeah,
you're gonna hurt their feelings.
I know, I know,
Imagine if he eliminated Montana.
dude. I would jump for joy, and I'd probably get really drunk with the rest of my tequila I got. Dude,
Well,
and I would take a live feed and say, "I fucking told you all. I told you so. I told you so." And then I would say, "Let's we need to go make our starting point like now."
right, right, because then
Yes, yes.
all the serious searchers will be like, okay, well, we're rethinking everything we thought, and they
Mm-hmm.
might they might come to
And then
do that.
that means that what our actual assumption is, we need to go get it.
Yeah, dude, we gotta work that out. So we need some followers. We need people to like and subscribe, so we can write this off and say that we offer entertainment in the adventure category and trove hunting
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fixing tractors and doing construction. Honestly, dude, I was watching this guy do his cooking thing. He's got the camera and it's like pointed down and like a harness thing. I was like, that's pretty cool. I was thinking about doing something like that for the
Mm-hmm.
construction. Or like when I was talking to you earlier today and working, there's a thing that has like a little follow you thing so that the camera will move around. That would have been cool. I could have been doing that. At least while I was
Yeah,
talking to you.
that is pretty cool actually. Yeah.
A lot of people do stuff like that. They just record whatever. Because you know
Mm-hmm.
what? That's how you catch the crazy shit. The stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
By always recording. All right, well, let's terminate this, man. We did another 27 minutes. That's pretty good. So
Yeah.
we'll edit it later and, yeah, let's call it a
Fuck
night.
yeah. We
All
can
right,
definitely
so
come up
this
with a
is
night.
DC,
This is Mark,
and we are Me Maz Marauders.
Marauders, and we're out of here for the night. We'll catch everybody at another time, at some point in time, I'm sure. We'll get back on there. Maybe we'll see everybody tomorrow, or when we're ready to come back on. Maybe we'll have something a little more juicier.
Yeah, let's bring the juice. All right, peace out, guys.
Hey, you know what we actually should do? We should